Hey y'all, so I am back for BET Presents the Encore review. I'm sorry it's late, for it to be my most successful review so far, before Potomac comes out, I really should be on this. So I apologize, but y'all know I give a great thorough review, so the wait is usually worth it. Now, this is episode 4. Can y'all believe it? I feel like so much has happened. Like we should be on episode 8 right now, but we're only 4 episodes in. Also, I had no idea that Todd Tucker is one of the executive producers of this show. It was a scheme that Todd set up to come to you with the bullshit. Shout out to Aunt Bertha. So we left off at that chaotic dinner and everyone threatening to quit. Aubrey reminds us in her confessional that they need at least 5 songs, and 3 of which that they're all on. And she's just venting her frustration at the progress that they've had so far. Now, there's only like maybe 4 women at the table now because so many people left out of anger, but Shamari's at the table and she's ready to work. She's like, you know what? I'm ready to go to the studio now. And I will say, sis came to work. She ain't doing much but raising her kids, so I get it. And because of how this dinner went, Aubrey's pretty much over it and checked out. So next we're with the twins in the hot tub, and they're feeling unappreciated. And it turns out that that is the name of their debut album, which I'm thinking that was their only album. I'm not sure. They only had 1 hit. And then there's more shade. I think thing 1 or thing 2, they're in the confessional and they're saying like how Lamisha's insecure to work with them, the twins, because they're more talented than her. I'll even correct myself. Can't sing or dance like she used to. I'm just not feeling these twins, y'all. I'm sorry. I know their names is Fallon and Felicia, but I don't know who is who. But they need to be humbled immediately. Like, just seeing how they treat their peers, it just doesn't make me want to support them. We also see Lamisha in her confessional saying the twins have 1 more time to test her. And yeah, I want to see a fight. They deserve to get their ass beat. Kind of like those twins in Bad Girls Club. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those 2 twins and the whole house jumped them. That's what I'm feeling from this. We see the twins are also talking about Aubrey. And I'm guessing in the last episode, while Lamisha and the twins were arguing, Aubrey was bringing up points on both sides and how the twins were acting. One of the twins didn't like it, and she came at Aubrey too. So now they're talking about how they can't even trust Aubrey now. So next scene, we're with Elijah, that fine songwriter that's talking to Aubrey in her room. And she's just kind of venting to him about the progress of the ladies and especially her problem with the twins now. And she's saying like, egos are coming into play. And then the twins who are writing their songs, they want it done their way and they're not being team players. She also hints to Elijah that the twins are undermining him in the studio, saying that he knows what time it is when he leaves and they're in the studio. Now, he does not like hearing this and throws some massive shade at the twins, saying that they are the least successful in the house. A gay guy can't help to throw shade when he's slighted, so I get it. So later, in the kitchen, Aubrey overhears Keely, who, mind you, has not done a goddamn thing yet, talking about Aubrey to the other ladies. Now, Aubrey immediately steps in, gets in Keely's face, and just starts reading the hell out of her, cursing her out, calling her all types of bitches. The other women just standing there looking. And you already know the look on Nivea's face. Wait, why is thing 1 in the confessional saying that Aubrey is the one creating drama? Is she serious? How is Aubrey creating drama? She just literally had to defend herself because Keely was talking behind her back. And is she talking about starting drama? What about the twins? How they, like, as soon as they stepped foot in the house, that they started drama? Like, I specifically remember when they said that when Keely and Aubrey was going at it, they were just going to sit back and eat popcorn. I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Like, pot, meet kettle. Lord, so now we see Shamar in her confessional and she's going after Aubrey. Is there something I'm not seeing, y'all? Like, are y'all watching the same show I am? I don't think Aubrey did anything wrong thus far. And Keely, she is obsessed with Aubrey. I'm not sure what Keely is doing in the house, but she's definitely picking fights, stirring the pot, and talking shit. So it's the next morning. Sita calls all the ladies into the room, and is she scolding them on their progress so far? Really? This shucking and jiving, lip-popping animated caricature of a black woman Really? Is like scolding the ladies right now. Okay, BT, I see you. Oh, Carlos King, I see you. But she's reminding the ladies that the queen, who is Aubrey, usually has the final say. And if y'all don't like what the queen is saying, then vote a new queen. This whole queen thing that they added to the show, it's not working. It's not working at all. Because it looks like Pam didn't do a good job, and they're not even listening to Aubrey, so she can't do a good job. The real problem is no one is listening. Nobody. So after that, Sita then encourages the ladies to come up with the group name. So now they're all thinking. Now, here are my suggested group names. Trainwreck with the QUE at the end, 9 Disasters, The Chaotic 9, or Chaos 9. That's what I think their group name should be. And let me know what you would name this group in the comments. I would love to hear. I love reading the comments, by the way. So now the twins want to make amends with Lamisha because they know they're assholes, so they want to sit down and talk to her. Wow, they are really gassing her up just to get compliance out of her. That's how manipulation be, though. And I don't think I've heard one apology. Did y'all? Lamisha is saying that she still doesn't trust them in her confessional, and she's just going along to get along. She actually apologizes to the twins. Like, I'm not sure like what type of reverse psychology the twins just did. But yeah, Lamisha apologizes to them and they hug it out. Now, what's ironic to me is Lamisha getting along with the twins is all what Aubrey wanted at the table. But anywho, next we're with Pam in the studio. And again, we're reminded that she's a devout messenger of Christ. Good for you, girl. So she's working on this gospel song and it's called Only God Knows. It sounds aight, but Pam singing a gospel song, I mean, I want Pam to have gospel vocals, that's all. You are a God in heaven, you are the lily. Like, I'm just like, ugh, like, I don't want to hear this. Let me know how y'all feel about this song. If y'all like it, I love it. I'm not feeling it. Now, the good thing about this is we see work getting done, and then we see most of the other ladies joining Pam in the studio. I'm thinking like all 8 women are going to be on this. Lord, so we see Lamisha in the studio. She sounds crazy. I mean, at least the twins didn't say anything. I mean, everybody in the room knows she sounds crazy, but everybody being polite about it. I don't get it. Yet later in the episode, they're talking about Aubrey's vocals, but we're not going to talk about Lamisha's. And here we see Keely on the couch doing nothing as usual. Aubrey is saying in a confessional, and I think she's speaking for all of us, like, she's glad that the song is being made, but she's bored. Like, this song is totally out of character for a group like this. So then we see Pam talking very sentimental about the song. She gets emotional. Very hilarious scene when you see Pam tearing up and then Keely's right next to her. She's like, Keely was going to lean in and touch her to comfort her, and then she snatched back because she remembered Pam saying that she don't like when people touch her, particularly women. It was just the way she flinched back, like, oh my God, like she touched a hot stove. So next scene, we see Keely meeting up with the choreographer. She takes out a bunch of balled up notes out of her jacket and starts going over it with the choreographer. Meanwhile, Aubrey walks in with the whole vision board, looks prepared, something professional, and she takes the attention of the choreographer away from Keely to her. Keely, I mean, she just looks so frustrated and bothered. She says she feels undermined by Aubrey. She's complaining that Aubrey wants to have control over everything. I mean, Keely, they did vote her as queen to make decisions. There's a reason why nobody voted for you for 2 rounds, because they don't want you in charge of anything. So I'm not sure why you're so jealous of Aubrey. Like, Keely is delusional, like real delusional. I see why Raven laughed at you. You're a joke. So we see the rest of the ladies join the meeting, and we see that there's a little contention that comes up when they're going over who's on what songs. So everybody wants to be a part of this song, Skeletons. Lord, I've been hearing so much about this damn song. Apparently it's just the twins and Aubrey on it. And then Shamar was like, oh, well, I want to be on this one, an R&B song. And Aubrey has a little pushback and says, well, I think we should just keep it the way it is. And she was talking about fairness. So then that's when, you know, the egos come in, people start disagreeing. Y'all made her the queen. if y'all not gonna listen to her, then, I mean, it's whatever. There was so much pushback that Aubrey was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, you know, you can be on this song and that song. And again, we see Aubrey in a confessional being frustrated by this. And then when she leaves the room, the twins start talking behind her back again. So next scene, we have all the ladies working, like half are doing choreo, the other half are in the studio. I'm guessing Aubrey is supposed to be doing choreo because the girls keep asking, where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? But it looks like Aubrey just purposely didn't show up. She's telling Pam like, no, I don't want to go. Like, she is really checked out. Now, first they didn't listen to her, but then when she checks out and falls back and let them do shit, now it's like, where's Aubrey? Where's a queen is supposed to be in control. Really? Wow, they are really setting her up this episode. Even the editing isn't kind to her because they're showing her being asleep multiple times. We don't know what time of day this is, but they're definitely trying to paint Aubrey as the villain. So next scene, we see Elijah confronting the twins about what Aubrey told him. Now, of course they deny it, but I'm thinking they did say that because you see thing 2 in the confessional saying that, well, even if we did say it, why would you go back and tell him? Why wouldn't she? I mean, y'all definitely were catty in the house when y'all were telling Aubrey what Keely said. So what's the difference? Like, y'all the messiest in the house. Like, these chicks been catty since episode 1, since they got out that SUV Uber. Ooh, child, this song, Only God Knows, it is taking up the whole episode. Am I watching an episode of Sunday's Best? So now they need Aubrey's vocals on the track because hers is the only one missing. This is one of the songs where all the ladies will be on there, with the exception of Keely. So Aubrey is nowhere to be found. I'm guessing she's in her room sleep. Don't know why. The viewers don't know why. If she was scheduled to be there, I'm pretty sure Aubrey would have. But Elijah goes up to her room, I'm guessing wakes her up, and she comes downstairs to put in her vocal. Now it seems that she's struggling in the booth a bit, but again, why would we put Aubrey Day on a gospel song? On a gospel song. But yeah, everyone's just looking around. Elijah looks frustrated. He even throws a little shade talking about the notes. Elijah, you cute, but don't be a catty sissy. I mean, you came in to be a helpful sissy to these girls on the show. So next we see a couple of ladies, the producer, Elijah. They're playing the songs for the vocal coach. They get to the song Skeletons, and the vocal coach likes everyone's part except Aubrey's, and Aubrey was like originally on the song, so she has like the entire second verse. So now they're all talking about cutting her out the song, and especially because she's just been MIA for, I'm not sure, the entire day or a few days. Like, they don't tell us, but I'm like, damn, now they're trying to cut her out the song. Like, now, what if this happened to any of the other women? How would they feel about that? And especially if they're not even present to defend themselves. You even got Lamisha in the room talking about this. Lamisha! Oh, and Keely's doing nothing again, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. She's done nothing this entire episode. So next scene, we have the ladies all gathering in the kitchen, and according to the Queen's mandate, they're supposed to have a little get-together later in the evening. Aubrey lets the other ladies know that she hasn't been feeling well, and she might pass on it, but she's going to give her Queen status to Iris temporarily if she can't make it. Now, this raises eyebrows amongst the ladies, but I mean, she just said she was sick. And now they're just talking about how MIA she's been. And ever since we made Aubrey Queen, she's been checked out. Because y'all not listening to her. That's why. Like, I would be tired of you motherfuckers too. Like, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to bed. That's what I'm going to do. So it's the evening of the party. The ladies are dressed up. This is just such an awkward soiree. They notice that Aubrey isn't there, and we have Keely again talking about Aubrey in the confessional, that she hasn't done anything. Really? I'm not even going to comment on it. Moving on. So this party has nothing to do with the creative process, singing, choreo. It's just for them to shoot the shit. Iris sounds like she be smoking a pack a day. I hope she quit smoking during the filming of this. We talking about celebrity crushes. Fast forward. I need Keely to stop talking about Aubrey, seriously. Like, that's all she's talking about right now in her confessional. So as the ladies are playing this game of questions, a messy question pops up saying, who in the house should be replaced? I mean, of course it's Aubrey. Of course. And of course, Keely co-signs. And I gotta say, Keely, you need to work on your posture or else you're gonna have a humpback at age 60. So Twin 2 says the reason why she said Aubrey is because she's been MIA as a queen, she's been horrible. I'm not sure how many days of this spans, so are you just mad at her for being MIA for a day, or was it multiple days? But Aubrey's the main focus of conversation here. Keely, of course, is looking out for herself and trying to say, well, yeah, she should definitely not be queen. I love how this twin is accusing Aubrey of what Keely's been doing since episode 1. Like, the whole house went in on Keely about not doing nothing, and now they're just ignoring it. And Keely is calling Aubrey everything in the confessional but a child of God. Called her a succubus, an emotional terrorist. I don't get what Aubrey did to this girl. Well, at least Iris is smart enough to see what Keely is doing and how she's trying to get the whole house against Aubrey. Again, this whole queen thing is so fucking silly. It really is. Like, they're just wasting time. So now they're thinking about stripping Aubrey of her title and making a new queen. And it looks like Shamar is campaigning herself to take Aubrey's place. So we see Aubrey for a bit. She's on the phone in bed with her friend. She's venting to him and saying, well, half the girls here can't do 2 of an 8 count. They're not dancers. I want to be in a group with dancers. Now, Aubrey is talking shit, of course, but I mean, look at the work. Danny King, 3 albums, and Dumb Blonde, and she's the one who's toured the most recent. So I'm not sure why everybody's jumping on her right now. Like, seriously, I'm not seeing anything disrespectful Aubrey has done. So now we see all the ladies trying to come up with a name for their group. Is Nivea drunk? She's talking to a statue of a lion. Yeah, Nivea is slurring right now. So the name it's deciding on is Blueprint. A blueprint for disaster. That's what I'm gonna call it. They are so proud of themselves. The delusion, Lord. Keely looks like a crazy person in this confessional. She's still talking about Aubrey, like non-stop. Her obsession is really becoming disturbing. So we're going back and forth from the ladies to Aubrey in her room. And Aubrey is saying that she thinks she might want to go home, while the other ladies are just trashing her in the next room and saying how they're going to vote for another queen. And that is how the episode ends. I think this episode, the producers really tried to edit Aubrey as the villain. I'm not sure why all the ladies have decided to gang up on this one person. Like, I mean, they felt bad when it was Lamisha. They felt bad when it was Keely. So I'm not sure why they think it's okay to gang up on Aubrey now, especially since she's been contributing, doing the work. I was told from my sources that more than one woman drops from the show. I'm wondering how many episodes are in this season. Maybe 8? Maybe 10? I think it's 8. BET ain't got the budget. Anywho, I'm gonna start editing this disaster of an episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you for the next train wreck. Bye.